Hi darlings, welcome back. It's Liz. We're going to do Get Ready With Me today. I've got some new products here. I've got some old favorites that I'm retesting out to make sure they're still good because I'm getting ready to start my declutter series again. I like to do things in like waves. I like to do some and then take a break and then do some more. So that's where we are. So I'm going to get ready. I have some new products. So this is the first Get Ready With Me since I got my Black Friday stuff. It's like the day after I filmed that other one. So we're going to go ahead and play. I'm kind of tempted to do complexion first just because I do like to let it set down just a little bit. But let's try this new eyeshadow formula first. And I have a new eye base, which I'm going to hold off, I think, on the eye base to test this Give Me Glow formula. So I got the Mystic Garden palette by Give Me Glow, and this color story really appealed to me. The packaging is really thick. It's heavy. It feels nice. The overwrap does not feel nice. Like this doesn't feel nice, but the packaging itself does. I don't know, it's strange. But here's the color story. And because I want to kind of wear like an orangey or lip, I think we're going to stick with these colors. Maybe this yellow. I don't know. The blue's really tempting. The green's really, they're really pretty. The colors are pretty. But I'm curious about this formula because the old Give Me Glow formula is kind of dry. Not kind of dry. It's really dry. So we're gonna try it. This said velvety, which, like I said, we need some new adjectives to describe our eyeshadows. Use my color switch thingy. This one's actually like technically a real color switch, like the brand. I know there was like a big lawsuit about this. I think Ulta Beauty was like suing Color Switch because they filed the trademark before Color Switch, even though Color Switch came out first. It's like a thing. Jen Love was talking about it. But we're going to go into it. So let's go into this yellow color here. This one's called Darkest My Soul, which is, you know, mustard yellow. So there is a little bit of kick up in the pan. So we're going to see how this formula is. Oh, pigmented though, pretty. Hold on. You want a little bit of palette porn here? Look. Oh yeah. You're welcome. I don't know. There's like a whole subsect of like ASMR loving humans. I can't get into that whole ASMR thing. The clicks like it makes me think of like every sci-fi movie that I've ever seen and how the aliens click in movies, and I don't know, I just can't get into it. That's kind of a muddy color. I don't know if I'm liking this color, actually. It's really kind of muddy. So in the pan, it's like this yellow color, and it does have a lot of kick up. So this makes me think that it's the original Give Me Glow formula. Like the original Give Me Glow matte formula. I don't know. We'll see. The color story is promising, but we'll see. But yeah, I can't get into the ASMR thing. It's very, I don't know. If you like it, will you tell me what the appeal is? Because I'm just not understanding. Okay, I am not loving this matte, honestly. So we're gonna see how the rest of this goes. So I do have the new Devinah Cosmetics brushes. So I kind of want to play with those a little bit. Yeah, this side is really muddy. This side's muddy. It could, and there's a lot of fallout, but it could be, I don't know what it is, honestly. Do you see what I mean? Sus. I find that to be sus. Okay, let's go into one of these Devinah brushes. So there's this little tiny blending brush here that I think would be good for the outer corner, but I think I need this one, which is a round brush. I like a round brush with kind of a tapered end here. This brush is already shedding. Oh no, it's just one hair. Okay, one errant hair. So I think I'm gonna use this one first. And I think we're gonna go into, I kind of want to add some of this pink in. Maybe we'll add some pink in the, like just above the crease there, and we'll blend it into yellow. So this shade is called Seductive Sorceress. Because I don't know, I kind of want to use these peachy colors with the yellow. Let's see. So, oh, that color is really pretty. See, it doesn't feel, this color has a lot of opacity, surprisingly. But this color doesn't feel muddy like the other one does. That yellow is not impressing me. It's like a baby shit yellow on the eyes. If you know, you know. Like, if you have reproduced, you know. Now, these are kind of the, I think these are the older, I don't know. They do seem to have more color payoff than the old Give Me Glow. So, I think that's interesting. But I'm going to take that same brush. I'm just going to color switch the excess off. And then go into and just kind of buff this in a little bit. Yeah, that pink is pretty, but that yellow is muddy. I don't like that at all. Well, that's disappointing because that color is kind of one that I was hoping to love. But you see how muddy that is? Don't love that. All right, I'm going to see if I can buff this out just a little bit. Because I'm not loving it. Nope. Okay, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. All right, so we're going to go into this shade here. So this one is Waxing Crescent, and it is a brown shade. And I'm going to take this D104. This is a Devinah 104 brush here and go into this kind of, yeah, see, look how much kickback is in the pan. I don't know if it'll focus, but it's a lot. Well, damn. That's all I have to say. Oh. Good thing I didn't do the rest of my face first. So that is... Now the color itself is super opaque, okay? I love that. It almost has that bit of creaminess to it, for lack of a better... Like, look at that color payoff. But the fallout, there's a mosquito next to my head. Excuse me. The fallout's real bad. I don't know about all that. Now, I think a little bit of the shade would go a long way. But let's see what we can do to recover this look. Because, you know, we're not doing well, friends, here. See if I can buff that, or... I think at this point, this is kind of going to be what it's going to be. I think that's going to be what it's going to be. So maybe this is not the right brush for this. I don't know. Let's tappa. See if we can tap off any excess and try to avoid some of that fallout. I'm pretty sure I tapped my brush off before, but maybe not. So, yeah. So in my family, we have these Christmas traditions. Like, we do a Secret Santa amongst the adults, and then all of the grown-ups get presents for the kids. That's what we do in my family. Because, you know, adults like to get presents too. Yeah, there's still just tons of fallout with that shade, even tapping it off. But I like how precise this brush is. Think if you were somebody who enjoy doing like cut creases, you probably would really like this brush because it's very precise. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That bodes well for my cut crease future. I don't do them a lot because I don't have a lot of detail brushes, but let's go ahead and rid ourselves of this extra fallout. Handy dandy micellar water. I did pick another one of these up because this is my go-to one, you know. Oh, that's just not looking good. That's not looking. We're not looking good. We're gonna buff this out just a little bit. So I'm gonna go into, look at all this fallout. Oh my god. A little bit of the shade Dark As My Soul again, which is that yellow. Maybe we'll just try to soften this a little bit. Okay. See if we can soften it. Good thing I didn't have an eye base on either, because this wouldn't be going anywhere. Yeah, that doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're just working with what we got here, and it is what it is. Okay, so let's go in. I'm just kind of tap it in. Trying to, yeah, it's just so muddy. Didn't even finish blending this eye. It's so muddy. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. All right, so let's grab an eye base. So this, let's see. I want you to try the glitter primer. I do want to try that one. So let me grab it. Oh, it's right in front of me. Of course it is. So this is a Specular by Devinah. This is their shimmer primer. And right away, the formula on my finger looks like the NYX glitter primer. Has more of a yellow tone though, but let's see. See what I mean? Okay, let's tap this on. We're gonna put this glitter primer on. Now, I'm not sure if this needs, oh, it's pretty tacky feeling already. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's pretty tacky. Way tackier than the NYX one, honestly. Well, that's exciting. I do like a tacky glitter primer. Okay. Yeah, that feels really nice. It feels very tacky. So that bodes well for our shimmers. Okay, I'm trying to get closer to the camera. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go into this shade here and put this all over the lid. This is called Under My Spell. So I kind of want to put that all over the lid. Now, the shimmers for Give Me Glow, I feel like the shimmers are really just kind of what's up, you know? Like, out of everything, the shimmers are really just, like, the prettiest of the pretties. You know what I mean? Now, I really like Give Me Glow's lip products. They have some lipstick shades, or, like, liquid lipsticks and glosses that I really enjoy. The glosses are pretty opaque, and the lipsticks have good staying power. But their eyeshadows, I like Vintage Rose. I used that a lot back in the day. But overall, their mattes are kind of dry. And, like, the longer I play with makeup, the more I stick to that assertion. Like, at first, when I first got into indie makeup, Give Me Glow was one of the first brands I tried. And the Vintage Rose is really like the gateway palette for me into indie makeup. One of the anyway. And yeah, that's really pretty. Really pretty. It's actually more vibrant even in person. So that is a win. Very pretty. Clean myself up here. Because I am wiping these sparkles all over my face right now. So, all right. Awesome possum. So we're gonna go into this shade here. That's Mystical Madness, I think it's called. Look how tiny this little brush is. I would almost consider this a liner brush, but I think this is gonna work out beautifully for the inner corner and being able to be precise. So I think I'm gonna go into this shade because I like a matte inner corner. Yeah, this is the old formula, Velvety My Ass. Okay, because they're definitely powdery. Okay, well, I'm digging this. Look how precise this is. Oh, I love that. Did I put too much? Maybe. Does it matter? Not so much. Like, this look is going to be pretty, but it's certainly not tidy. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's do the rest of the face. I think the eye look is going to end up turning out pretty, but I don't think it's because of the actual formula. You know. Okay, so I'm going to go into my Tarte Maracuja. I'm really happy to have this back in my collection, honestly. I've enjoyed this. I love it when they have a little seal. I miss having this in my collection. This was like my go-to for the longest time. I don't like, you know, crazy coverage, and this was just like my go-to for the longest damn time. So we're gonna put that on with a brush and then we'll buff it out. It's just like a little bit of coverage. My face will calm down. It's just red right now because I've been rubbing it with that towel, which is not what we're supposed to do with our skin. We're supposed to be gentle to our skin, aren't we? I'm not being gentle today. I am being balls to the walls. Do what I wear. Honestly, my skin's pretty light medium right now already, so that's exciting. I was thinking that this color might be a little bit light on me, but it seems to be perfect. We're just gonna ignore the fact that this eye's makeup is just so bad. So bad. We're just gonna ignore how bad that is right now. Maybe I'll fix it when I go to do my lashes. I don't have plans to go anywhere today, but it doesn't mean I have to look busted, you know? Okay, so just a little bit, and look, I just like that. See how it's kind of glowy, but not too glowy, not too much coverage, but enough to even out my skin tone. Glad to have that back in my collection. Okay, so I'm still using this Revlon Flexware, and this is a product that I thought was new, but then I noticed it was dated in 2022, so I don't actually know what the deal is with it, but it is a good color match for me, though. That is for sure. Do I have a concealer brush clean, though? I don't know. I don't think so. Could try to use that. We'll just use this one. It's clean enough. Do you have days where you're just like, yeah, it's clean enough. It's fine. Now, I do have my beauty sponge here, and I may try to just blend this out with that. But let me work it in just a little bit more. All right. Very fun. So did you do any shopping for Black Friday? There were a lot of things that I saw that I wanted, but honestly, like the burnout is too real. It's just too real. It all started way too early. Okay, sorry. So just working that into the skin. I don't remember what I was saying. My husband had to come out. He's been chilling in the garage. He is like a little, I don't want to call it a man cave, but it's a man cave in the garage. He's just chilling. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. I mean, see, look how pretty this looks here, right? Busted. Busted can of biscuits. Okay. Some days it just be like that, though. But I've been liking this, concealer. I don't feel like it's as full coverage as maybe I would like it to be. I'd like it to be just a smidge fuller, if that makes sense. Like, the world is not gonna hide my dark circles, like, completely, but it would just be nice if it did for once. I know, this is why I've been using a color corrector, because that's actually instead of just caking on concealer, using a color corrector, and then also setting with a powder that has just a little bit of opacity, is really just kind of the way to go for that. But all right, should we set that now? Let's use our cream bronzer first, and then and our cream blush, because we are going to use a cream blush today. So let's do the blush first. So I've had this Kailav Beauty Duo here. This is a cream blush duo, or Muse Beauty, excuse me. It's Kailav, but it used to be called Muse. And it's been a long time since I used it, but it still feels tacky. But I'm considering decluttering this. So these colors are really pretty. I like to usually mix them together, but I think Youth is probably, it's a pinker peach tone. I think it's just really pretty. But, but see, I don't know. I'm on the fence about decluttering it because it is older now and the brand has gone out of business. So it's like, but it's a nice product and I don't want to waste it. It's in my collection. I don't like it when creators are just like, yeah, this brand's discontinued, but I understand if you're a professional creator, but I'm just an enthusiast. I don't have to get rid of things just because, you know, somebody can't buy them. You know, that seems like a silly reason. I don't know. It's just me. If you're a professional, I think it's different, but it's not me. I'm just chilling. You know, it's funny. My sister was like, remember me when you're rich. And I was like, you're ridiculous. Like, this is a hobby. Like, this is not my end-all, be-all life goal. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to declutter this, though, just because of how it's behaving. I look like I have sunburn on this side, and then honestly, you know how some days you just have like a good side? This is my good side today. I used to consider this my good side because I have a scar there. And I had like this thing about it for years. I got jumped when I was in 3rd grade because somebody thought I said something that I didn't say. And anyway, and they pulled my hands against the monkey bars and my face hit the bar. And it was a whole thing. I had to have stitches. But I had this like complex about this for years because, you know, in a lot of cultures, you know, a scar is like, when I was a kid, it was like, no scars. We don't want scars. Like, but honestly, my attitude's changed about it a lot. Like, to me, scars are just reminders that you lived, you know? That's how I look at it. And that's how I feel about tattoos, you know? Like, people are like, oh, did you get a tattoo you regret? Nope. Because every one of my tattoos is a memory, even if it didn't age the way I want it to or whatever. Every tattoo is a memory for me, so I love it. Okay, we're putting my go-to. If I could just declutter this one part of the pan, I would do that. And I would just keep it as the bronzer. But alas, now I would like to pick up just the bronzer on its own because I actually really like this bronzer. This is the Tarte Sea Breezy, and this is a duo. I feel like they didn't have this that long and then they discontinued it. But this has been one of my go-to, you know, listen, people shit on Tarte because they like to send influencers on brand trips. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I think the whole jealousy behind sending creators on trips is the stupidest fucking thing. Like, people get angry because, you know, oh, you could send your customers on that. You could. Listen, if you're your customer, you're buying a product from a brand. That brand is not your friend. That brand has a marketing budget, and that brand chooses to send people who have more influence on those trips. So the people who, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree, but you don't have to be rude about it either. I think there's a lot of jealousy that happens because they choose to send influencers and not consumers. What other brand out there ever sends consumers on a brand trip? I think we're holding them to a stupid standard, is what it is. I think it's stupid. That said, I think they should avoid places that don't want them there. Like, I don't know, Hawaii. Just a thought. But Hawaii's still a state in the United States, even if it's not willing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I've been trying to use up some loose powders because I'm absolutely garbage at using loose powders. I won't even pretend I'm good at it. So let me grab the Sephora brush here, and I'm just going in the ABH one because I have it. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this under eye specifically, just because I don't want this concealer to like super crease or anything. I almost feel like this concealer, like it loses coverage the longer I wear it. I don't know. It could just be my perception of things. We'll just brush the additional around. I like it though. I'm looking cute. But I don't know. That's just like I don't want to call it a hot take, but it's kind of a hot take of the day. It just seems like we hold people to really stupid standards. And I think if Tarte wants to spend their money that way, let them spend their money that way. Who fucking cares? It's not your money. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just an unpopular opinion, but I think we give too much credit to the naysayers. Okay, so let's go into the blush. And I do have my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism here. Oh, excuse you. Moon Prism. And I think I'm going to go into, what do you think would be pretty? I think kind of this color would be pretty. Just because we are rocking that, it's called Twilight. We're rocking that, you know, kind of warm aesthetic. And you're like, Liz, are you blushing on your blush, bitch? Yes, I am. I like to double blush. I like to, listen, I'll blush anywhere. I don't give a shit. Okay. So pretty. Very pretty. I do have a red spot on my cheek. That's just part of my cheek. It is what it is. Okay, this eye is bothering the shit out of me. Let's do lip. And then I will go and finish the eye, and then we'll be right back. So Let's do lip. I think this color is calling my name for today. Or do we want to go blood wine? I think blood wine would be pretty too. The other one's in the kitchen. So let me wipe off this lip oil I've had on my lips. This one is the clean. Where is it? You can see how organized I am. My husband interrupted me and I have completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, I think it's by clean something. But I've had that on my lips this whole time and I like it. That's why I held on to it in my declutter. So, okay, let's put that on. What do you think? Mum? They're both really pretty. It just depends. I kind of want something a little browner orange, and I wonder if this is going to be, I think this is going to be the winner of chicken dinner. Let's see. Let me grab my mirror. You guys know it wouldn't be a Liz video unless I smacked it a little bit. I have not used this yet. I've used the other one though, and I like the formula. It's not as long lasting, but I don't mind it. It's a cream. So this is called Mum. I didn't line my lips, but we've come too far now. Ooh, pretty. Oh, she is cute. Is this going to go with the eye look? We're going to make it go with the eye look. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay, well, we can clean that up. That's fine. But this color, I think, is real pretty. Is my finger clean? Okay. I think this color is real nice. Gotta be careful not to rub it all over my face though, because that is something I would do. Okay, so I'm gonna clean that up. I am going to put on mascara and I will be right back, and then we will finish up the eyes with like the lower lash line, all of that. So BRB. Okay, well, what happened was I put the mascara on. It's just okay. This is the Superhero It mascara. It's too wet of a formula and it gives volume, but I don't really feel like it gives length, and it doesn't do a great job separating. I feel like it gives like kind of a clumpier, I don't know, that's kind of my take on it. So I can't find my normal Blend Bunny black pot gel liner. So I grabbed Redux by Lethal and it's completely dried out. So I tried to rehydrate a little bit with some of their mixing medium for their new water activated liners. And it just sits on top. It's just sitting on top. It's not Duraline. So there's that. I know it was a struggle bus. I'm like, I'm not being successful in this today. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna add some highlighter and then we'll finish the eyes. So I haven't quite decided what I want to do with the eyes, but I'm grabbing this Beauty Bay one. This is their Aura one, and I'm just gonna swirl it around in the whole pan, and I'm just gonna add this. This is one of those Glam Light brushes from the Jason collection, and I just think that this size is too big for my eyes, but I think it's good for pinpoint sparkles. So I think that's good. This is just like kind of a nice, like warm glow. It's not like too crazy of a highlighter, you know? A little bit up here, a little. I am gonna put some on the underside of the brow because we still live in 2016 in this house. Am I gonna do my brows? No. I need to go get them done, and I just don't want to bring more attention to them. So, because they are very full right now. Let's put a little bit of this on here. It's just, see what I mean? It's just like a nice little bit of glow. Just a little something. I find myself wanting to like slather my face in bronzer because I don't feel like I have enough bronzer on. Yeah, I know. Is this lip color the best lip color for this look? Probably not, but to tie things together, I did add a little bit of one of the Colourpop cream gel liners in orange on my lower lash, like on my tight line there. This one's the color Red Rock. So I feel like it tied them together enough. It's enough. I'm not going anywhere today. Literally just going to get my kids. So, well, singular. Only one of them. The other one is sleeping. Okay. So I kind of want to just pull this whole look together with a little bit of this muddy ass color on my lower lash line, like underneath. What do you think? Is this going to end well? Probably not, but that's okay. We're going to try it anyway because, you know, why not? All right. Am I going to spray my face to set it? Probably not. This may come as a shocker to some of you lovely, lovely humans, but I don't use a lot of setting spray. I just don't feel like it melts all of everything together the way people claim. And my Urban Decay All-Nighter is fine if I'm going to go out and I'm wearing a lot of powders and maybe then. But I like cream products and I don't know, I don't feel like it really adds that much to the party. Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's okay. I kind of want to add out of habit a little pop of something on my lower lash line. That's why I keep looking at it funny. But I don't like any of the colors in here for that because I already used this on my lid. Maybe we'll grab one of my new Devinah singles. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, so we have lots of colors to play with. And there's lots of pretties in here. What do you think? Like something gold? Or should we go a completely different route? Maybe a little pop of purple would be pretty. I know. I'm that person. All right, let's see. So many pretties. I think something even like this would be pretty. Oh, but this one, look how shiny it is. It's so shiny. Okay, well, that one, I don't remember what this one's called. Let's see. This one's called Lynx, L-Y-N-X. We're going to take that same tiny brush from Devinah. And we're just going to put some on the brush here. And let's see if we can do this without making a mess because I didn't. Oh, yeah, just a little pop of something. Listen, I'm trying to break that whole mindset of I can only use the one thing. No, fuck that. Incorporate the singles. Let's do it, you know? All right. I think that adds like a little pop. It almost makes my eyes look bigger. See how like the placement? Amazing how placement matters, you know? All right, darlings. That's the look. This is what we're doing. That's what it is. So first impressions of this palette here. We'll see. The look I created is very pretty. Was it the easiest look to create? No. Shimmers, very pretty, not creasing on me. The eye base is tacky, so that's really nice. Is it my favorite? No. Lots of kickback in the pan, lots of fallout. Like I said, we'll see. I'm going to try it with my usual brushes and see if maybe it doesn't like these fibers. Like, you know, maybe it performs better with a natural hairbrush versus like synthetic. But at the end of the day, it's an eyeshadow palette and it should be able to perform with like a myriad of formulas, you know? I don't know. So this might be a dud for me, but we're going to see. It is a pretty color story. It is workable. It just takes a little bit more work. So I was kind of hoping it would be a new matte formula, but we'll see. I don't know. I managed to buff this out okay. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's okay. It is what it is. I love your face. Thank you so much for being here. I'll put like everything I can remember in the description box for you, along with my shades, because maybe if you have similar skin tone, you want to know the shades, and I find that to be so helpful. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard finding people with the same skin tone, you know? But I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. And if you made it this far, I don't know, maybe some kind of emoji, an eyeball emoji, because you be creeping. And I love your faces. Thank you for being here. Before I go, random tangent thought. So did you know, like, people identify like generations by how they do the little hearts? So I think technically I'm an elder millennial and I do hearts like this instead of like, was it like this? So this is like more modern, like Gen Z. And then this is, I just thought it was a fun little fact. Anyway, I love your faces. Thanks for being here, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye. The next one will probably be Pass or Smash. I'll film that tonight. So, ooh, I know, another week goes by. It's been almost a year since I started that. And it's been, you know, one of those things. Oh, and I did start, by the way, if you're still here, hi, still rambling. I did start that other Instagram page called Indie Makeup Info. So for the new launches for Pass or Smash, you just put it all in one place at Indie Makeup Info, and then that way I have access to everything. So yeah, that is mine too. So love your faces. Bye.